I just go outside and I just talk to the sun. I just drink my green juice and then I'm just kind to everyone. It's not beautiful.
The vibe, can't block my shine, can't kill my high.
Hey beautiful girls, welcome back to another Tap In with TK. I am TK and I am so happy you guys are back. Y'all, I missed y'all. I was like, I'm ready to talk to my sisters because y'all know every time I learn something new, something's working out, I'm like, oh, I need to let my girlfriends know. They need to know about this. And so today, which is a highly requested video, is elevation. We're going to be talking about elevating. We are going to be talking about how to evolve, how to be that woman, be that person that you know that you are in your head. You feel it in your spirit. I am about to drop some gems, okay, to help you get closer to who you are supposed to be. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and like this video. Like, just go ahead and get it out the way. If you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell because y'all need to know when I drop heat, okay, period. First of all, I want to ask y'all a question. Do y'all feel this shift happening? I don't know. I'm like, maybe I'm tripping, but I feel like it's almost like a universal shift that's happening. Like this opportunity that has presented itself for us to be able to do maybe what we've always wanted to do, or maybe kind of redo some things that we didn't do quite correctly. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments down below if y'all feel that. It might be because it's a new month. It's the 8th month. You know, 8 is what is it? Is 8 new beginnings? Wait, let me look at it, see what the number 8 means. I thought it meant completion or something. Y'all write down below what that means. I don't know. I just feel like maybe because it's a new beginning, maybe it's a new month, but I feel it, and I feel this hunger to like go, like this hunger to be like, it's almost like I'm getting this spiritual support, like we got you, yes, this is the time to do it. So since I'm feeling this energy, and if y'all feel it as well, if you feel the shift, if you feel spiritually that we are going into a shift, we're going into a transition, this video is probably even more so for you, okay? But comment down below if y'all feel that. Well, we are going to get into some personal things that I have done, me specifically, to elevate. If y'all know me, y'all know that I have changed a lot. If you don't know me and you've just watched me, you probably can physically see the change. People say that I'm glowing. I'm like, yeah. And y'all know we're in a new home, which has a lot to do with feeling new. You know, of course, new home, new things, new people, new environments, all of that. But I want to get into some specific things that I have done today, still doing. I'm not an expert at some of this stuff, but there are some things that I have done repetitively and they have proven themselves to work. So if you're interested in that, please keep watching. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all what I'm drinking. Today I am drinking a smoothie. This is strawberry, raspberry, blueberries. It is collagen powder with vanilla flavoring, and then a green superfoods powder as well. And it's really good. I am in the middle of a fast. It was kind of a spontaneous fast because I'm seeking clarity. So we're gonna get into the obvious one, which I talk about a lot because it has benefited me in a way that I can't explain, and that is isolation. I know we are used to being around people. All of us, most of us, we desire community, we desire relationships, whether that's friendships, that's romantic, a husband, a wife. We desire to be around people. But if you are in a place in your life where you feel like you aren't fully where you know you can be, none of us are perfect, none of us have arrived to this perfect place, but I'm saying you're at a place where you're like, I know I can be better. I highly suggest putting yourself through isolation, consecrating yourself, separating yourself from everyone. Now, who is everyone? This doesn't mean you're separating from bad people only, toxic people only. Like, of course we're gonna isolate ourselves and we're gonna separate ourselves from people who are unhealthy, who are not in alignment. But we're also going to separate ourselves from people that just might be not doing anything. They're not good people, but they're not bad. Like, it's just right in the middle. Like, y'all kind of just filling up each other's space, whether that's loneliness, whether that's boredom. Like you just go out with this girlfriend because she's always available. You just link up with this dude because he's always available. Those people is definitely who you need to separate from. And why am I saying that? Because a lot of times, if things aren't like drastically traumatic or toxic, we think that we're okay. But sometimes it's the mediocreness and the mundane of life it's the most dangerous to our growth. Because we are comfortable, they make us feel comfortable. We stay at the same level of income. We stay at the same level of emotional health, of mental health, of physical health, because yeah, we got people. So we feel good because everyone around us is like on this same like mediocre wave. And I hate to say it like that, but seriously, like if they are not going anywhere, they're not really, and when I say like they're not going anywhere, this can mean that they can have goals. They can have goals. Like it's not just about goals. Like I'm gonna have my business one day, I'm gonna have this, but are they implementing systems and you're seeing the fruits from their systems? If that's not the case, I highly suggest isolation. Why do I suggest isolation? Isolation brings about a clarity that you cannot get no other way. When you quiet out the noise, when you silence the conversations, when you stay to yourself, get away from the parties, get away from the clubs, get away from the gatherings, the restaurants, the brunches, when you are to yourself and you have this emptiness kind of, there's a clarity that comes about it. But the only way that true clarity can arrive or presents itself to you is the next point, which is praying, fasting, devotions, worship, the whole nine. I know y'all know this stuff, but it's real. A consistent and intentional relationship with God while you're going through isolation is what is going to give you that clarity you're seeking for. Clarity, you're like, I don't know what I should do. I don't know if I should stay here, or whatever unanswered questions that you have. Isolation is going to be your biggest thing. But while you're in isolation, you have to be intentional about your walk with God. You have to. When I went through my isolation seasons, I went through many of them. And the reason why I failed most of them besides this last one is because I wasn't consistent and intentional with my relationship with God. What does that mean? That doesn't mean that I wasn't talking to him, I wasn't praying with him, but I didn't set the intention that, hey, this season of consecration, I need clarity in this area and that area and that area. Because a lot of times we go into isolation and we just eat it away, or we Netflix it away, or we scroll it away. We're not actually being like, no, this is what I'm going to get out of this. And I am serious about it. And I'm so serious, God, I'm going to show you by showing up every morning praying, by showing up every night reading my word, by showing up every evening to worship. And because the isolation alone is not what's going to solve it. It's not what's going to bring clarity. It's not what's going to bring the elevation. It's your relationship with God and him giving you the mysteries that you will not know and that cannot be solved unless you are consistently speaking to him. Now that you're in isolation, you're consistent in your walk with God. Let me tell you, build systems. Get organized, build routines, build your nighttime regimen, your skin regimen. Get those things in order. Build your foundation. Because what I noticed that years ago, or a lot of times I was confused in certain areas because I didn't have systems for my home. So I was running out and doing stuff last minute. I forgot this because there weren't systems. I didn't have that time to really slow down because there weren't systems. I didn't feel beautiful, or I rushed to an event because I didn't have systems. I didn't have that morning routine. I wasn't organized. I didn't have time blocking. So I was forgetting stuff and rushing stuff. And I'm telling y'all, it sounds light, but it is a huge part of elevating. Because let me tell you, sis, an elevated, well-aware man is organized. Point blank period. They are prepared and they are organized. They have their schedules for the day. They have their night routine, their morning routine. They have a grocery list. They have a checklist. They have order. If you're like, what do I do in this isolation? Well, you pray, you read your word, you do your devotions, you worship, but build systems. And I want to give y'all just a little bit. I won't go into details of what I have done. So I have binder systems. 2 binders. One is for me and one is for my children. This one is for myself. Y'all know how people will have their meals on their refrigerators. I wanted to do a binder because I don't want to mess up my kitchen and put anything on the walls. But I planned out my meals for the month, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because my kids are in school. So every meal I have to make. I have that for the month of August. I have all my chores. So we know what to do on Monday, we know what to do on Tuesday, we know what to do weekly, we know what to do bi-weekly, we know what to do monthly. Because what will happen is I'll find myself like doing the same things and I'm like, dang, I haven't even wiped the windows down. Well, if you build systems, you don't have to rely on your memory. You can open up a binder or open up your calendar and have it tell you what you need to do because you've already sat down and planned that. The other system that I just built is one for my kids. So a morning and a night routine for them, because a lot of times I felt guilty for, you know, maybe little small things like wanting to paint their nails once a week, a hair routine for them, doing their hair bi-weekly, different stuff that I want to be able to check off in their list. And so they have stickers, ouch. They have stickers that they put on their checklist morning and night, when they brush their teeth, when they clean their room, put on their clothes, eat their breakfast. That way I know, okay, everything is done for the day. I've time blocked. I know what needs to get cleaned this week. And y'all, it sounds small, but it's so huge, because now that I have the stuff that just is supposed to get done, I have the room to be creative. I have the room to evolve into the woman that I'm supposed to be. But if I don't have my house in order, I don't have the mental capacity to try to elevate and like become this classy woman that I know that I'm supposed to be, or make more money, or whatever it is for you. So build systems, build routines, and get organized. Now the next thing that I think, I wasn't gonna add it, but I'm like, no, this is what I did. So I'm gonna tell my truth, okay? It's changing your wardrobe. If you feel like you want to change your wardrobe, of course. Like if you feel good with how you dress and how you look, then that's cool. But this is for those that are like, I want to dress classier. I want to dress, I don't know, just I want to have that grown and sexy vibe. Changing your wardrobe, I feel like, is an automatic part of elevating who you are. It is an automatic process that just happens. When internally you begin to change, when you begin to get to a place of confidence and like, no, I'm really good with myself, I feel like that just automatically happens on the outside. So get on Pinterest, get on YouTube, type in classy chic outfits, type in boho, whatever your style is, type it in, get your inspiration, and know you might not be able to go on this big, huge shopping spree, but you might be able to go to some thrift stores and pick up a couple of pieces, build your Amazon cart, your whatever these websites are. I don't do too much online shopping, but build it, build that wardrobe, because when you look good, you feel good. So girl, why you feeling good on the outside, right? Y'all ever see a woman that is like well dressed, and then when she opens her mouth, you're like, dang, it's so much healing that needs to happen. There's so much chaos in there. There's so much confusion, anger, animosity, bitterness, resentment, shame in there. So I don't want to let off, just become aesthetically pleasing and get these routines and you know, look good and get your hair done and make your nails. I could go through all of that, but I want to make sure that internally, spiritually, we're on our game, mentally, emotionally, but also nutritionally, okay? Feeding yourself good things, getting in a habit of falling in love with healthy foods. Now, I'm not gonna tell you veganism is the way, fruitarian is the way. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but what I will say is, get comfortable with eating more fruits and vegetables. Get comfortable with taking vitamins. Go to the doctor and figure out what you're low in, iron, vitamin D deficiency, whatever it might be. Get your vitamins and get good vitamins. Get on a routine of feeding yourself good foods that actually fuel you. Because a lot of times, y'all, us women, when you are a mother and a wife, girl, we be exhausted when it comes to take care of these husbands, these kids, yourself, your ministry, your assignment here on earth, music, hobbies, businesses. Baby, we tired. And there's no way that you can fully thrive in business and all those areas that I just named on a bag of hot chips, on caffeine and coffee, on fried chicken, biscuits, pig legs and toes, cow tongues and legs. Like, you're just not gonna feel good. I'm sorry, I know, y'all know how I feel about eating well. Well, most of y'all do if you follow me on Instagram. And make sure y'all click the links down below to follow me on social media. But for real, if you are consuming so much heaviness, you're gonna feel heavy. And y'all know, and if you don't, let me inform you, gut health is directly connected to mental health. It is scientifically proven that some foods that you eat cause depression, cause anxiety, cause you to stress. We feel good when we're eating those Takis and those fried chicken and that chicken sandwich from Popeyes. It feels good, but guess what? 2-3 hours later, you sleepy, you're bloated. So just start researching healthy, fun meals to cook for yourself. Cook more. Cook more. Don't always eat out. Get your grocery list together and go to that store and pick you out some vegetables, okay? That also goes into working out. Working out has been, in seasons of mine, life-saving. Y'all know I talk about dealing with anxiety. Y'all know I talk about dealing with depression. I literally just had an anxiety attack like 2-3 months ago. When I don't consistently work out, I notice those things. I notice myself being triggered more often. And so working out, getting your body moving, building up, and what's even bigger than the physical part of working out is the mental part. It's something about building your mind when you're doing those reps and you're like, one more, you got it, yes, push. And it's something about lifting that last heavy weight, those last 2 reps, that makes you, I don't know, it just builds a mental muscle for me. Like, of course, you know, I want to look good, I want to have a snatched body, want to be toned, want to be strong, but it's mental gain more than anything that I actually truly enjoy. If you want to elevate who you are, you cannot skip an area of your life. It's not an overnight thing. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna get an aesthetically pleasing room and change my wardrobe. It isn't overnight. It's learning and unlearning and then growing and then sometimes messing up and skipping a step and then like, oh, let me go back and fix that. Healing. It's a lot that goes into it. So just know that it isn't quick. No, it isn't quick. No, it isn't fast. Know that it takes years in a lifetime of a journey and growing and elevating. Who I was last year is completely different than who I am this year. There are things that I will never tolerate again that I did in my past, okay? But it's a learning and growing process. But there were also things that I tolerated for like 5-6 years. So I was in the same cycle over and over again and got to my breaking point, and now I'm at a place where I'm like, never again. So just know that it isn't fast, it isn't quick. Now the last thing that I'm gonna share with y'all, which is probably, I don't know, I would say maybe the biggest part, is keeping it 100 with yourself. Like being real with the areas that you struggle in. Whether that's, I'm a procrastinator, I can be lazy, I like to sleep, I like to eat bad, I overthink, I overanalyze, I'm insecure, I'm timid, I don't speak up for myself. Whatever it is, like, be real. I think I said it in the last video, like, I had a really raw conversation with myself. And ever since then, I've been able to actually grow. It hasn't been this fake growth. It hasn't been this like, oh, here I am. Yeah, look at me. Like, it isn't that. It's like, me talking on this camera and helping y'all is just the overflow of what I'm actually doing and the failures and the mistakes. That's it. But it took me literally saying, okay, TK, you might not have friends because of this. You might be struggling in your marriage because of this. Your home might be like this because of this. And having that very uncomfortable dang, and it almost felt like, dang, I ain't nothing. Like, gosh, please, what am I good at? Like, it can literally feel like you are breaking down and tearing yourself apart. But baby, I'm here to let you know that that's exactly what it is. It's a ugly it is not beautiful. That's why I don't like these fake spiritual people that be like, oh, I just go outside and I just talk to the sun and I just drink my green juice and then I'm just kind to everyone. It's not beautiful. Like, you literally are unlearning everything that you've learned. You're literally breaking You're literally breaking down what made you. You're literally realizing your identity is not your identity. It was something that was given to you. You're literally realizing that most things are lies. You're questioning everything about yourself, about God, about the creation, about family, about marriage, about kids and school. It is questioning everything, and it's chaotic. But it is worth it, because through the chaos, after the chaos, it is this beautiful arrival to truth. It is this arrival to who you are uniquely. It isn't who somebody told you to be. It isn't what religion taught you to be. It isn't what your churches taught you to be, your friends, your mama. It is the arrival of God speaking to you divinely and spiritually, assigning you and getting you in alignment. And I think the chaos is worth it. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth having real healing, not fake Instagram healing, not aesthetically pleasing healing, but a healing that allows me to not cuss you out, a healing that allows me to forgive you, an arrival to a place that I don't even argue with people anymore. This thing works out for my good. So what's the point? That is what it is all for. We are all trying to get to this place where internally, for real, we are better. And that is what I think elevation truly is. So yeah, that's it. And I feel like, y'all know when y'all drink smoothies, y'all got the blueberry things. I'm like, hopefully I'm good. But that is what true elevation is. That's what true evolving and expanding is. So that's what I want for y'all. I really want us to like be fake spiritual, not be fake aware, but like, no, like really go through that chaos, really go through the ugliness of growing and unlearning, so you can really get to a place of contentment, you know, really being good with everything. And then I'm telling you, y'all, everything is going to reflect that. When you listen, when you really do this, things are just going to start happening. Like friends gonna pop out of nowhere. Your Boaz gonna pop out of nowhere. That job that you've been praying for, that business is going to finally eat and blow up. You gonna know your name. Like, it's going to work for your good because you did the groundwork. A lot of people that are famous, that got the clout, that got the numbers, they're falling apart. They messed up the opportunity and the platforms is because they didn't do the groundwork. If your foundation is shaky, what is going to be built on top of it? And so my prayer is that we don't pray to be dope, booked, busy, famous, rich without praying the prayer, Lord, help me to be the person that deserves it and that manages those things very well, that stewards what you give me well. So that's all. That is it. Y'all let me know if y'all like this video. Let me know if it helped you. Let me know if you're gonna take something from this and be like, yes sis, I am going to get the systems. I'm gonna get the binder system. I'm gonna eat better. I'm gonna exercise. Whatever it is for you, please let me know what you're gonna start doing. Or if you're already on this journey, share it with other ladies in the comments. I really want to create a culture and community of sisterhood in the comment sections where we're really just sharing our hearts, like really being a safe place, because I'm good at deleting. If you're gonna be mean or judgmental, you're gonna get deleted. So safe comments. So we want to create a safe place, because again, you're watching me. I'm not perfect. My last week I dealt with anxiety like a mug, but I have the tools to turn my day around. I have the tools to turn my week around, and I have the mental strength now to remind myself, oh baby, this works out for my good. God loves me too much for this to go left. God loves me too much for me to be going through this for nothing, okay? So yeah, that's all. If you haven't already, make sure you like this video and let me know videos that y'all specifically want me to tap into, okay? And that's it. I'll see y'all on the next Tap In with TK.